The Creative Consciousness Group was recommended to us. We looked at a number of different companies, and it's got a reputation in the market for not only looking at the very black and white things that very often one deals with in strategy, but also a lot of the issues that have to do with one could even call them softer issues. Which is what makes people leaders and collaborators for a better future within an organization.
And your experience so far, so you've experienced us in a workshop context, so that's a facilitated workshop style where we're delivering content and engaging with you guys. So that's part one. Part two, then we'll be speaking a little bit about the coaching. So let's start off with the workshop. What was your experience of the workshop delivery, the content, and the work we did with your team?
So workshops are always awkward when you start out. Half the time people aren't convinced they should be there, and it's taking them out of their work environment. So breaking the ice is always a little bit difficult. I think the team did a great job of getting everybody aligned and basically warmed up to get things going. And then I think we very quickly went into the imperatives around what I think is very important in creative consciousness, and that is the integrity that leaders should have. It's set the right foundation, because as leaders, people follow what you do, not what you say. And we very quickly got on the right footing, which I thought was very good. The second thing that was very good about the workshop is there's a good balance between the intellectual and the emotional requirements from leaders in order to make a difference in their business. And I think that came out quite strongly in the workshop. And ultimately, because you've got young leaders and older leaders, getting the balance right between what some people would want a faster pace and others a slower pace because they might be new to it. I thought there was also very good balance there. We had new leaders and guys that have been in leadership position for 15, 20 years. So I think the overall consensus was that the workshop was very worthwhile and it brought the team together. And it embarked us on a journey of collaboration, which I think is definitely worthwhile.
Excellent, thank you very much. And is there any last thing you would say? Perhaps a more pointed question is: would you recommend Creative Consciousness Corporate?
Absolutely. I think I like the whole idea of creative consciousness. I think in the corporate environment we get too stuck in our little high IQ and low EQ environments, and those are generally signs of corporate strategies going wrong, and just the whole idea around putting the ego aside, knowing that it's there, but utilizing when you need to, but not letting it encompass your whole existence. These are incredible concepts, and I think it's been proven time and again that successful companies have leaders that don't have huge egos but know when to use them and use them correctly. And I think that comes out very strongly in the work that your team does.
Thank you very much. Well said, appreciated. Thank you very much for your words, Poya.